Today on Food Journey, my special guest is Minjibah Cookie, a TV chef and presenter of the international series Minjibah Entertains. The series puts Minjibah in the culinary hot seat as she prepares original dishes to the themed briefs of some exciting and varied clientele. Today, I meet with her to discuss career, the food life in Africa, and what it takes to be a culinary all-rounder. So I'm here with family today. Hi, Minjibah.
Hi.
And we're going to have some tea and talk. I think this is green tea.
Okay.
Can I pour you
Yes,
a
please.
cup? And you didn't want
Thank
anything
you.
in it?
Nope, no milk, no
I'm
sugar.
the one that's having a little sugar today.
Thank you.
This is great.
It looks really nice.
I hope it tastes nice too. Would you consider yourself, Minjibah, a TV chef? I mean,
Yeah.
how do you feel about labels, that sort of thing?
Labels are interesting. I used to be very opposed to the idea of calling myself a chef because I haven't been to culinary school. And I often liken it to, people walking around and saying, "Oh, I'm a doctor," having
That's
not gone to
dangerous.
medical school exactly. But I think with the chef label, I've come to understand that it's just a way of communicating what you do
Right.
to people. And so these days, lots of people who are cooking for a living are calling themselves chefs.
Right.
And I don't think it really harms anybody.
Okay, 'cause people-
But I still prefer to call myself a cook.
A cook.
Because I'm just someone who loves cooking and loves
Exactly.
experimenting with food.
Exactly.
In terms of labels, do I consider myself a TV chef? I'm happy to wear a label if it fits what I'm doing. So when I'm in front of the camera, then I guess, yeah, I am a TV cook.
So on your very fantastic show, Minjibah Entertains, which I personally loved to
Thank
see,
you.
and you often have to cook for people without actually knowing what's going to come, what's going to be on the menu. How is that? Is that a daunting task for you?
It's daunting, but at the same time, it also mirrors how I like to cook. So a lot of my best ideas have occurred in situations where I've been put on the spot, or in situations where I haven't had all the tools that I would have liked to have had. So yeah, it's actually exciting because all of a sudden you have to come up with something incredible and you only have a short amount of time, and you also have these very creative parameters to work within, so it's definitely fun, and I think it suits me.
You get the opportunity to travel to some amazing destinations for your work. Tell me, what has been the most exciting destination, and for whom?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, the whole season was an incredible experience. We shot it in Kenya, and there were 13 episodes, and each episode was in a different location with a different challenge. So one of the most incredible locations was Diani Beach, which is on the Indian Ocean. And it was just the most stunning place to kind of be cooking outside with the ocean.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just there. It was really nice. Limuru was amazing as well. That was up in the tea farms, and I had to do a menu inspired by tea.
So tell me, let me
Okay.
just ask,
Okay.
in the tea farm, you're in the middle of this plantation, does tea actually smell like tea?
It
When it's
doesn't.
growing?
No, not really. Not really. It just smells really fresh, really kind of herbaceous, and really just good for you. I don't know how else to put it.
So
Yeah.
when it comes time to now present the dish based on a brief, and you've had to come up with original dishes, which I know you like to
Yes.
do a lot.
Yes.
Do you ever get nervous about, the outcome? What's the client gonna think? And has anybody ever sort of not liked a thing?
Yeah. I do get nervous because I love these challenges where I've got to perform magic in a short space of time. But I get nervous because I wonder how the end result will be received, because with a lot of the things I cook, they're not things that you've either seen or heard of before. They're completely original recipes.
Right.
And they're just knitted together with, you know, all my experiences and creativity, etc. And so yeah, there's a bit of nerves, the jitters, exactly.
But it all comes out well.
It all comes out well, and to be honest, I've had really good feedback from my recipes. Okay.
So Minjiba, how would you describe the Kenyan palate and sort of the range of food
Yeah.
that's eaten there in comparison to sort of our Nigerian menu?
Yeah. That's actually a really good question. I think the Kenyan palate is, it's markedly different from ours in the sense that they eat a lot of spices. They probably eat more spices than we do,
Wow.
but they don't correlate spiciness with heat the same way we do. So in Nigeria, if you say something is spicy, it means
can
it's
expect
peppery.
pepper.
Exactly. Whereas in Kenya, if they've used spices, they're talking about, you know, the cloves, the cardamom, the
That
you know
very Indian
influence, exactly,
Lovely.
which is very interesting. The Kenyan palate is probably milder than the Nigerian palate,
Good. So how did
and
you
the
get
taste.
along with... So Minjiba, I have gleaned from our little conversation that you are pretty swift on your feet when it comes to being given a challenge, right? And I have a little challenge for you. and me.
Okay.
You ready for it?
Okay.
Why don't we do our own sort of food challenge, let's call it that, where
Okay.
I give you a mystery box of ingredients and you also give me a mystery box of ingredients.
Okay.
It's going to be good. And we both work in separate kitchens. Right? And
Okay.
we've got to come up with something totally original. What do you think?
I think that sounds like a done deal.
Now, what do you think we could add to that to make it even more interesting?
Why don't we do a curveball, right? So I have a curveball for you and you have one for me. I won't tell you what mine is and you won't tell me what yours is.
Okay.
And on the day we find out.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like it.
But no cheating. We have to stick
No
to it.
cheating. Me cheat? Anything like that?
Are you crossing your
Dare you.
fingers? You
Okay,
are crossing
yes.
your fingers.
Crossing them. So then what we do at the end of this
Yeah.
is we actually convene back here.
Okay.
And we try each other's
Oh,
dish.
like a taste test.
Yes. And then
Fantastic.
be very honest about who we think has won the challenge.
Won the
How about
challenge.
that?
Okay. How honest is honest?
Very honest.
Okay.
This is a big,
Okay.
this is a big challenge for me. I don't
Okay.
think I've ever done anything like this. So
Okay,
let's
okay.
see.
I'm liking the sound of this.
Shall we shake on it? Dear?
I think we shall.
Let the games begin.
There's so much beautiful produce available to us to create your own original, never seen or tried before dishes. You just have to be brave. Now let's go and shop for Minjiba's Mystery Basket. Where do I start? Okay, let's choose a few basics. Lull her into a false sense of security. The real challenge will come with my little wild card. Haha. The next stop for me to complete my mystery basket was some fresh herbs from my local hydroponic farm. So here's Minjiba's mystery ingredients. I'm having them delivered to her with a brief. Now let's see what she thinks and what she comes up with.
I'll be taking over from here, thank you very much. So it seems Minjiba has received her mystery basket, all very nicely set out. Let's see what she thinks of the clever little curveball.
Challenge. Okay.
And what's this? Make something light?
Something light. How am I supposed to do something light with plantain and effectively beans and, you know, dry fish and all these heavy things? Thank you, Sonia. Well played. Very well played.
Back in the other kitchen, let's see how Sonia's getting on.
Oh,
What's this? It must be my mystery basket. Fancy that, and I just delivered Minjibas. Let's see what we have here. What that crafty girl's been up to. Okay, veggies, onions, lime, crayfish. Get out of my head, Minjiba. And basil. Was she watching me? Kilichi. That's interesting. Gary. My goodness. Nice quality. I'm gonna have to think about this one. Let's have a sit down, shall we? Oh, what's this then? It's got my name on it. It says, don't use heat. Don't use heat? How am I supposed to cook without heat? Make something raw. Nice one, Minjiba. Nice one. I'll think of something.
Looks like Minjiba's calling on her taste buds to work this one out.
Minjiba's really got me confused here for a moment. It's the Gary. How are we going to eat this raw? First of all, I gotta taste it raw. Nah, something has to give. Now let me think. If this was couscous...
We'll get back to you on that.
I think I'm going to start with the plantain. Plantain is one of my all-time favorite foods, and so it's easy for me to begin there. So I'm going to grill the plantain or roast it in the oven. I think that'll form a nice base for the dish that I'm imagining. And then after that, I'm going to move on to the lentils. The lentils I'll soak for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'm going to boil them. So the soaking helps them to boil more quickly, and then I'll take it from there. As for the fish, I am still ideating, and I will come back to you with my thoughts once I have an idea as to what to do with it.
Steady on. We're not going to war. Sonia peels and chops her onion, and then de-seeds the green pepper, chops them into a fine dice. The tomatoes are cut, skinned, and diced as well. Looks like everything's fine diced here.
Okay, let's get started. I've soaked the lentils in here, and I'm going to let them sit for a little while. I'm going to start on the plantain now. So what I do is slice one all the way down the middle like this, lengthways, very carefully, of course. And with the way that I've envisaged the dish, I want these to sit flat. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the back off like this to create a flat surface. The next thing I'm going to do is take a spoon and very gently spoon out the middle. It's a little bit tricky, and if the plantains were a little bit riper, Sonia,
Sarcasm.
maybe this would be easier. But it's fine.
Minjiba's lining up the troops with military precision on a roasting tray. Intriguing. Minjiba puts her lentils on fire, and now it's prep time. All the veggies have to be peeled and chopped.
Most of my work is done. I've prepped the vegetables and I've taken the fish off the bone into little flakes. I have decided to leave the crayfish whole because it'll give texture, and I've also been eating it. But my main order of business now is to mess with Sonia.
Now.
Right, now I need to make a dressing, and I need to use this garlic. The only thing is, the raw garlic in there, I don't know. I kind of want to toast it. But of course, we all know the rules. No fire. Let me just chop it up first, and then maybe I'll just toast it a little bit. She'll never know. So let me just chop this up. Yeah, this one. Hello?
Yes, it's me.
I'm Minjaba. How are you doing?
I hope you're not using any fire.
Of course I'm not using any fire, honestly. Do I look like a cheat to you?
Yeah, because I can see you. It's called Nanny Cam.
Cameras? You're joking. Where? You're pulling my leg, Minjaba.
Yeah, I have my Nanny Cam set up in your kitchen. So put the matches down. Yeah, good. Okay, bye. Happy cooking. Or not.
I don't believe you for a second. Get out of here. Honestly, cameras.
No cheating, Sonia.
Oh well. Plan B.
For her bean sauce, she heats palm oil and fries off all the prepped ingredients. Mixing it all in, adding some salt, the crayfish, and the fish. Everything is mixed into the lentils and it's done. She spoons the lentil mixture into the roasted plantain and garnishes each one with fresh basil. And voila! Contestant number 1, picture perfect.
Okay, so it's time for me to tackle this Gary. Now, I made a comparison to couscous before because I'm kind of going to deconstruct the method that I would use for couscous, where I would use hot water.
Sonia wets her gari with cold water and makes what looks like a wet sandy base. To this, she adds all the prepped veggies, the crayfish and kilichi, all mixed together now. Contestant number 2, all done. Now let's see what they both think about their original and very interesting dishes.
Yours looks very interesting.
And so does yours. It smells really nice.
Yes, and let's just hope that interesting doesn't mean what it sometimes does mean.
Interesting.
So I'm dying to ask you, okay, your brief was
Yeah.
something light.
Something light.
Something light. And I gave you very heavy ingredients.
See, I found that really funny actually because I knew that you reckoned you were really clever.
I did. I was like, this girl's going to make dodo and beans. Let's see what she can do.
But you know I love dodo. I love plantain. So, you know, you kind of played to one of my strengths there.
Yes, this is very, very, very clever what's going on here. It's almost like a...
Like a canapé or...
Like a canapé.
Yeah.
We need to taste it.
I think so.
Okay, so which one? Let's do yours first.
No, let's do yours first.
Oh, really?
Okay, no, why don't we swap?
Yes! Because I know how mine tastes.
Exactly.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that's... Oh, doing a big brave
I'm
bite.
just, you know, giving it a nice mix.
Yes. Make sure you get some of the kilichi.
The kilichi, okay.
On there.
I've got
Okay.
some of that.
Here we go. Look at your face. Oh, no.
Da, 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 da.
The suspense. The suspense. Okay. Uh-oh. Really? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, well, well.
Ooh.
Really going in for a second dip.
Do you know? Ooh. Oh, that's delicious.
Really? Wow, I'm like really, oh, that's fantastic. Because I was so worried. Because when I ate it, I was just like, this is interesting. Oh, so good. But you kind of like really like it.
I wasn't expecting to like this.
Really? What do you like about it? Make you talk with your mouth full. It's hilarious. Okay. All right, so it's my turn.
It's very nice.
Thank you. I'm glad you like that. So that's our lunch, right?
This is lunch for
Okay,
sure.
Good. Plantains and Gary lunch. Okay, so here I go. I'm just going to get stuck in there.
Okay.
I want to make sure that I have this basil.
Yep.
It's beautifully poised. I love the saltiness of the lentil. The sauce is just spicy. And I can taste the palm oil in there, which is beautiful.
So this is what I love about food,
Right.
is that if you take an ingredient out of the context in which it's usually used and you ask it to do something else, it often shows you a whole new part of its personality.
I'm
Like
telling
this
you.
Gary, like we all know Gary can be sharp and it can be tangy, but over here I'm getting definite citrus vibes. Like it feels like you squeezed lemon juice over this.
Absolutely.
Which is
Maybe
really
I did. I
nice.
can't even remember.
Did you?
But
But
definitely there's a tanginess
there's a,
coming from that
yeah,
Gary.
yeah, which is really nice. I
I'm
love it.
wondering whether if I used yellow Gary, it would taste any different.
That's an interesting
Or
thought.
if I was allowed to use fire in Minjiba, I might have wanted to toast
The
the
Gary.
Gary dry.
See, fire is overrated. You know, if you were able to come up with this without fire, what do you need fire for?
So, the question has to be asked. What's the winning dish?
I don't know.
I think it's a tie. Because I think
I would agree.
both are equally beautiful,
I
to
would
look
agree.
at. Delicious tasting,
And they fulfilled the brief.
fulfill the brief.
They fulfilled the brief.
You didn't cheat. I didn't cheat.
I didn't cheat.
But that whole thing you did about the baby monitor had me scared for a minute. In fact,
Yeah,
let me confess, I think I was just about to, I was like, I
about
want
to
to
do
use
something.
this fire. And then a call came in. And that would stop me from cheating.
Yeah.
You told me about the baby monitor.
Well,
So I
I'm
was
glad.
Like, I was like, maybe she did, you know?
I'm
No,
glad.
It's been so much fun
Yeah, this is amazing.
having you being part of the show.
Thank you.
You've really taken it to a different dimension and made it fun and just different, really.
Aw,
and I got
thank
to try
you.
something from the fabulous TV chef, the fabulous Minjiba. And thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for
So we're
having
going to say
me.
goodbye from Food Journey, and we and the little pesky fly will now eat all the rest of the food. Bye-bye. See you next time.